Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Nova Aetas. Now, when we left off, it was a long time ago. I've spent about 2 hours off screen doing all kinds and manners of things. I had to advance our colony quite a bit. I have a pretty decent stockpile of resources over there, and that's pretty good. But the main problem is we now need colonists. Now, I do have another save, so yeah, I have received reports from many of you commenting, saying that there are crashes after a certain day. I am on day 109, I believe, day 109, and some of you are crashing after 74, 79, 60, and all manner of other things. So hopefully we'll be able to avoid that from happening, but my other save is the main problem here, because the other save is the main reason why I'm on this save. Yeah, because the other save is 5 days ahead of me, and it was crashing at the same point every single time. So I am a little bit worried about this. I'm just giving you a heads up that if this save crashes, I will not be able to play Nova Aetas any further. I have 2 saves, obviously, because I was being careful. I could roll back, but I would assume that that is just going to result in the same thing happening once we get to this particular day. Now, the only thing that I changed between the 2 saves is gaining additional colonists. Now, I have 35 colonists at our colony right now, and obviously due to the overabundance of food that I have, the growth is increasing rather nicely. And we're going to have 50 in no time, and when you get to 50 colonists, that means you can then advance to stage 2 in your colony, and that means it unlocks a bunch of different buildings. And I think the crash has something to do with that, because as soon as I got to 50, it started crashing. So I'm not entirely sure how I can deal with that, because my colony has about 4,000 food in it. Yeah, it does. Because I just went all the way around to all the towns, gained basically all the timber, all the stone, all the food from each one in the sort of southwest region and the center. Didn't really have any time to go up to the north. It just would take too long. But anyway, apart from that, that was what I was trying to do. And it was actually working really nicely. I was getting a good amount of gains from them. I had built a bunch of shacks and wells, and our work rate at our colony is insane. I also took over another colony nearby. You'll see in just a second. I thought I'd start here because, as you can see, the Saranids have advanced to stage 3, which is insane. I don't think any of the other factions have actually gotten anywhere close to this. So let's start here. Okay, so I have a dye works here as well, by the way. I did work for quite some time. I tried with a 4% chance, because I was impatient. I tried with a 4% chance to get a dye works to make my masterpiece, and it worked after the 4th time, which was quite hilarious. But otherwise, let's take a look at the map here real quick. As you can see, nothing much is happening, apart from the fact that the Kurgits have taken back Tolga from the Turgan Horde, so that's kind of nice. But other than that, it just seems as though the Christian Nords are kind of destroying the pagan Nords. They seem to be, well, being besieged a lot, and yeah, it's not very good. Alright, so we are here at my colony, and I thought I would just show you around a little bit, just in case it does crash, which would be kind of sad, because that would signal the end of the series, basically. But anyway, I have 280 in the garrison here, mainly because I was running around anyway, and I thought, oh yes, it's probably a good idea to get some forces in here, just to defend it in case the Aztecs decide to attack us. Now, we do have another colony right here. I didn't rename it or anything. I'm not really doing anything with it. I thought I would just get some trade routes going with it. Doesn't seem to do much. But yes, we now have -6 with the Aztecs and everything. But anyway, as you can see, our stocks are going quite well. We have 50 timber, 50 stone, 30 tools, 615 food. I did have 3,000 food, but the growth is affected by that. As you can see, we now have 43 colonists instead of 35. That is thanks to the excess food. So, let us visit the colony, shall we? I think it would be quite nice to see what I've done here. So yes, as you can see, I've gotten a fence. I did build a bastion here. I don't think it's actually any good, but I was just trying things out, and it was kind of cool to see what was going on there. And then we have a bunch of shacks here, a bunch of wooden shacks, and I built some wells as well, because, well, it's always a good idea to get some more wells, isn't it? Ah, yes, that sentence. Anyway, yeah. So we have 55, I believe. 55 capacity. Now, we can enter the construction menu here. You haven't seen this yet, but yes, this is what happens. So when you get to 50 colonists, as far as I'm aware, this changes to stage 2. So there's a stage 2 button here that you can press, and that will give you new construction buildings, which is very, very nice. The problem with that is that it will probably cause the crash. But anyway, wells give us 25% work rate, and wooden bridges 10%, and things like that. Trees, fences, and all that stuff. Let's build a tree. Look at this. Yes, we have a tree. I'm just going to put a tree over here, and there you go. So there's a tree. That's fantastic. So yeah, that looks great, because everything, it's quite barren right now, because I've just focused on getting buildings. As you can see, our colonists are very smart. Yes, they're very, very smart indeed. Hello, good day, my lord. Yes, good day. Okay, so yeah. So I've been doing that, basically. Not much more to do here. There are a bunch of other things, like a wooden gate. A wooden tower? We could get a wooden tower. Let's get a wooden tower. Why not? Because I don't know whether... I don't know whether we're going to be able to continue playing here, but there you go. So there's a nice wooden tower there. You can place as many as you so desire, as long as you have the amount that you require in the stockpile, of course. Now, we can manage the defenses. So, as you can see, the peasants can hide, but they are begging for better fortifications. So I'm actually going to build a stone fort. Let's do it. There we go. So, defended, but they won't stand for a long time. Okay, so what else do they need now? A large fortress, 50 stone. Now, that is never going to happen in a million years. But we can visit the colony fort, actually. Should we do that? There we go. So this is what it looks like. This is really quite cool, because beforehand, I believe we did actually take a look at this, and it was looking rather rustic, but now it's looking a little bit more fortified, which is quite nice. And yeah, that's pretty nice. But that's the thing. Am I going to be able to continue? That's the thing. I actually don't know. So we're going to see whether that is actually the case. So I'm going to head on out here. And there's going to be a tournament held in Alderburg. That might be a good idea. So yeah, to get all of this money and to be able to do all of this, I just went to basically all the tournaments that I could, and obviously my rentals are doing a good job as well. I spent most of the tournament money on getting more mansions. I actually purchased 3 mansions in Zendar here, or 2. I actually don't know whether it's 2 or 3. But yeah, most of those were gained from tournaments, and obviously trading slaves and things like that. I just bought some slaves from any ransom brokers that I came across. And yeah, so let's see. I believe I got to July 14th or July 15th before it crashed. So let's see whether that happens. If it happens, we will not be able to continue here, which is kind of a shame, because I was going to launch my attack against the Aztecs. I don't know where I was going to attack. Was I going to attack over here? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure if they have any towns over here, but I wanted to be relatively close to my colony to be able to reinforce it relatively easily. But yes, hopefully that is going to happen. So let's just cross our fingers then, I suppose. And that's basically all we can do. But I'm pretty happy with the mod overall. The only problem is spending this much time off screen. I mean, literally 2 hours it took me to get to this point, and that's pretty harsh in my opinion. Obviously, if you're playing this yourself and you don't have to actually record it for anything, then that's absolutely fine, and it doesn't really matter how long it takes. But considering I need to have a particular sense of progression, yeah, it's kind of annoying that way. Anyway, we're gaining 1220 each time. Our colony import lines are pretty harsh on our wallet right now, but otherwise everything seems to be going okay. We're gaining plus 10 prestige. I actually do have a couple more traits as well. So yeah, I have quite a few. I have Superb Administrator here. plus 10% income as mayor. I have a bad commander trait, which is -2 battle advantage, minus 10% troop upkeep, though, and various other amounts of things, but yes. So we have a renown as well, 458. Our age is 27. Did that actually increase? I don't. Did it? Yeah. No, I don't think it. I don't think it did increase. That's actually, well, kind of thankful, I suppose. Oh, I'm being attacked, aren't I? Yes, I'm being attacked by some. Oh no, by Cathar. Oh yes, hello Cathar units. You're not very nice, are you? Okay, I'm just gonna headshot you as much as I can. Whoa, you died very quickly. Okay. No. No. Oh, he's just gonna run away. I've got a mining pick. Oh, I see. So you just want to run away when I actually have a weapon to defend myself, but when I have an archery build going on, then you're well worth attacking us. Oh, there seems to be another one. Okay, let's do this. There's a nice headshot there, and come on. Ah. Yes, there we go. Wow, they do seem to die relatively easily. It's just the fact that they have some pretty good armor. Anyway, there we go. So, let's see. July 14th. Let's make it past July 14th, shall we? As long as we make it past there, we should be okay. But again, it's mainly due to the colonists being above 50 that we're going to have any problems. So, yeah, I actually did forget to buy some food. So let's get some fine bread, some flour, some fruit, and we'll get some clean water as well. I have enough water, really, but, well, I tend to buy way too much of it anyway. So, let's see. Is it going to crash? It doesn't seem so, but maybe the colony has stopped growing because it's now at like 49 or something. I think it should be about 50. So if it's about 50, then we should be able to get some additional buildings, which would actually be really nice. But I'm not entirely sure why my other save was crashing all the time then, because that is what I thought it was. I really thought it was that. So let's see whether we have 50 colonists, and then we'll be able to progress from there. But yeah, wow, it's actually looking really nice. Look at that. It changes the sprite on the world map as well when you get additional fortifications by the looks of things. That's kind of nice. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. So what is... No, our population is only 43. See? I think it is when the colony goes to 50, because I brought 10 colonists from Zendar over here, and I then had 53, and that is when the crashes started happening. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but maybe there's a fix or something. Maybe there's a fix that I can somehow find, but I don't think so. Maybe I can just leave the colony there, but that's the thing, it's not going to be that useful at this population level, and I thought the colony system was absolutely amazing. It's actually really nice to see something this new in a Warband mod. But if it's going to result in crashes once it gets to stage 2, then I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyway, that's a little bit of an update video on Nova Aetas. I know there's not much happening there, but, well, it's just an update, and I'm kind of a little bit worried about it crashing. So, anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.